My hair has really grown. I'm thinking of changing my hairstyle, so that's why I've not done much about my hair. Oh, Rocio, you should have switched off this thing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it will give me a copyright. Alright guys, maybe we go out. Because the sun is trying to get. Maybe we bring a jacket. Aisha is asleep. I also need mom some socks. Hey, team, team. Okay. Ja, team. Ja. Guys, look what's going on outside here. First, okay, Rosie has arrived. So you can say hello as you hold the camera like that, and it's facing on you. I want to put on the socks. So Rosie brought me some socks. So let me start. So it's like talking to a selfie. Maybe, yeah, right there. Yes,
Yo,
perfect.
But the camera is on you or on me?
On you.
On me? Okay.
Yes.
What is that? Guys, we have a cat. It's my nephew's PM cat. And my mom doesn't like cats, so it's controversy.
It can stay in our house, but it has to get some treatments for parasites.
Yeah,
you can
well, baby's quiet.
You can let it stay.
It's cold today. It has rained.
It's been raining.
It's been raining, but now the sun is out. But it's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold. Look, the grass.
Very green.
How it's growing. Still some pieces that is taking longer. I don't know why.
We planted seeds here with your dad.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked they are not growing,
Yeah. Maybe it's a matter of removing the soil. Maybe it's moving,
I think what happened is your dad planted deeper. So like he put a lot of soil on top.
Because these are also seeds that I planted.
Which one?
These are gonna be flowers.
Which seeds are those?
This
Is flowers?
this, yeah.
Okay.
Because I just throw a little package that was called Japanese garden.
Okay.
But it was very little.
No, I was telling you, your dad put a lot of soil on top of the seeds, so maybe it makes that take a little longer.
Maybe.
Because initially the way we planted these seeds, we just threw some seeds here and there, and then we watered on top.
Yeah.
But this one, your dad actually put soil on top. Hey, but guys, beautiful it's looking. It's been very windy. This is the cat for Ian, and this is what's going on. Look at that space over there. I'm gonna go sit there and do a live stream. And I have my best friend here, Timmy. She gonna miss me when I go back to Africa. Timmy, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, amiga Timmy? Okay, Timmy. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to today's live stream. My name is Marwa. It's on a beautiful Thursday here. If it's your first time to come across this YouTube channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Marwa. I'm a world traveler. Been over 70 countries with no repetition. With repetition, probably 100 and maybe 20 around there. I have no idea, actually. I've never counted. but at least 70 countries with no repetition. Currently, I'm in this home here where I found my wife. Yes, so this is the home or where my actually wife was born. She was born here, okay, in this humble abode. Let me show you this one here. It looks a little here and there because there's a lot of plastics. We've been working, but we are, you see, step by step, we are working from this direction going that way. So it's been very nice. I think this coming week I'll try to push my wife so that we can get this wood out of this space. She's also working on other items to create a new gate, and also we're gonna be painting this space. Okay, we're gonna be painting this space before we leave. Let me ask Rocio for a chair. I think I'll sit here. I need a chair. Guys, nowadays we have to speak very slow because of our son. He's 11th of this month. He will be 5 months. This here is a potato. Can you believe? Sweet potato. It looks like that. Let's sit here so that I can actually make this live with you guys. And I'm gonna ask Rocio to turn subscriber only. Rocio, you can turn subscriber only from my laptop. I don't know if she had. Rocio. Okay. Alright guys, let's do this. I'm trying to see the charts. Top charts, live charts. Alright. Did you block Ivory? I don't know. Me, I didn't block anyone. Maro, what happened to Coco Boy? Oh, actually, I have some answer for you. So I spoke to Coco Boy. He told me he decided to take a break from YouTube and do something to do with real estate. He wants to invest in real estate somewhere in Thailand. So he decided to take a break from YouTube, and he joined a group that's they are very focused in investing in real estate. So he wants to own some properties, and that is the reason why he's not doing any more YouTube videos. For those who are very new here and you don't know, there's a YouTuber who I inspired actually. You can literally say I opened his YouTube channel. He's from Israel. They used to travel together with the ex-girlfriend. Her name is Coco Girl. So Coco Boy is the boy and Coco Girl is the lady. So the thing is, he's not been uploading videos for a very long time, probably like months, I would say. So I reached out to him. I asked him, hey bro, what's going on? Actually, it's been like 2 weeks since I asked him. He told me, Maro, I decided to get off YouTube and focus on building some real estate in Thailand. He also joined a group, so he's not alone. He's like in a group of people to, you know, to build some real estate. And that's the thing I keep telling you. Sometimes this YouTube, one day, we will just say, I just want to retire. Maybe it will be a show or something. So enjoy us as we last. That's what I keep telling people. Enjoy us, support us as we stand here. Because maybe one day I will wake up and say, yeah, Maisha, take over my channel. I want to chill and ride horses and things like that. How rich are you? I don't know. But one thing I'm very sure is I'm very rich because God has given me good health. Yes. So for you, I don't know what rich means, but me, I know a rich person is a healthy person. If you're healthy, you're so rich and you're so blessed, and nothing can take that from you, you know. But even if you have millions of dollars in your bank account, but your kidney is failing, your heart is shutting down, it will mean nothing. So I think I've educated you on what actually being rich means. These are the things that you see. Those ones we call them possessions. You should ask me, what do you possess? Possession, physical possession, you know. Yes, these other things are possessions, and nothing is guaranteed. You can have it today, tomorrow it can be somebody else. But if you have your health, you wake up in the morning, you can see with your eyes, bro or madam, you're so rich. I don't know if you can hear me clearly because there's a lot of wind blowing left, right, center. It's been crazy here. You can see from the background here, you know. True, but you can't afford expensive treatments when you are rich. That is relative. That is relative. Yeah. Because what you're trying to mean is, if you don't have money, or no, what you're trying to mean is when you have money, it's like you're guaranteed to live longer. No. Actually, you may not have money, but you have good health. You can live longer than a guy with money who is suffering from sickness. Kevin, thank you so much. Kevin, thank you so much for $2. Hope everything is well, friends. Kevin Thompson, greetings to you. Let me read your questions here and there as we talk. Guys, you know, we've been going through a lot, especially the last month. I want to call it last month because I want to see this month with a new vision, new stuff. How long before you go to Africa? So to be very honest, is we plan to go back to Africa this month. But there are things we are waiting for, and the truth is we've not booked our flights, but we are in good position now, let's say this month, than we were last month. For example, we have our traveling document for our son, in this case a passport, and you know you can't travel internationally without a passport, so at least we have that. I have my passport, Rocio has her passport, so we can say we are closer to traveling to Africa. But our plan was this month. Let's see how it goes. Yes, let's see how it goes. Let me see if there's another question also coming in. Please, guys, remember, if it's your first time here, you can subscribe to the channel. You can also support this channel using a super chat. I also have my PayPal. I also have my Zelle. You can support us there because making these videos, they are quite expensive. For example, somebody's asking me, when are you going to Africa? If you go online and check flights from Argentina to Nairobi, Kenya, for one person, it's like $1,500. So for two people, it's like 3,000 plus. So for you, it's just a question, but for us, it means putting things together financially, documents, visas, things like that, you know. So for us, that's what it means. But for you, it can seem a very simple question. When are you going to Africa? But for us, we have to see everything. Do we have visas? Do we have flights, money for the flights? And not just flights. For example, if we are catching our flight in Buenos Aires, we have to travel from here to Buenos Aires and things like that, stay there for 1 or 2 days, catch the next flight. So yeah, simple question, but if you look at it, yes. What are some new projects you will be doing in your house in Kenya? Wait, when I arrive in Kenya, you'll see. As long as you're here, you'll see. But for sure is there's a lot. There's a lot, you know. What name does appear that is Janet Harris in your M-Pesa? It should be Frederick Marwa, you know. Frederick Marwa, and my last name, which I don't want to say, it starts with an O, but it should be Frederick Marwa for sure. It should have the word Marwa at least, because Marwa is my real name, you know. So yes, you can send something there for what I've said for lawyer. I saw some people coming saying, oh, you're asking people to contribute to you. I asked them, oh, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, all they can ask, but when Marwa asks, it's wrong. I block them, you know. Actually, right now, I'll be very intolerant to negative stuff. You say negative stuff to me, I block you. I'll be very intolerant, because sometimes also when you let these people just talk to you every day, tell you this, tell you that. No, Marwa, please never ever address negative reactor in your platform. Be it strikes or court cases, move silently. You give them too much power. Avoid commenting on their channels. Yes, I have learned that, and I'm learning every day. But your comment is very important. Yes. So let me give here Imeenda Marwa. Yes, Janet Harris, asante sana ma'am. Janet, asante sana. Thank you so much. Yes. So somebody was asking me which projects we have when we go back to Africa, but especially house projects. Just know we will be doing a lot. Winnie Ball, I see you. Tony, I see you. I know it's midnight, Tony. You know, today I saw when it's 12 p.m. here, it's 12 a.m. in Japan. So Tony, thank you for always showing up. I know it's tough, but you show up. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. So Marwa, okay, this is coming from Spot, says Marwa, love to you and your family from Sweden. Thank you so much. I miss Sweden. I miss Malmo. I miss Stockholm. Okay. Oh, Purple Island girl. Thank you, Purple. Every day you show up for me. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma. God bless you, you know. I'll pray for you actually later. And just say, God, triple. Okay. So, yes, guys, we are trying to encourage people to do their vlogs, you know, without using our names. That is what we are doing in a good way, because we don't want our brands to be damaged like this. Guys, it's very windy around me. I don't know if you can hear me very well. Watching from New Jersey, thank you so much. Sonia is watching from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much. A blessed and productive day, Marwa. Thank you so much. Tony, thank you. Yeah, it's slightly past midnight, bro, but I'm enjoying. Thank you, Tony. From Eldoret, Nabot, thank you. A subscriber since inception. May the universe protect and guide your wisdom. Thank you. Thank you. Is it give you? Yeah, give you wisdom. Thank you so much from LBKK. Could mean Bangkok, but I want to say thank you. Watching from Cayman Islands. Oh, I want to come there. I want to come there and open a bank account, you know. My sister's been to Cayman Islands, so I will come one day, I promise. New York in the building. I see you. Thank you so much. I'm still looking for Rocio's sister. Haha. Tell her I would slap Chris Rock for her. Hey, Spot. You know what? You should actually try your luck. You know? She's still single. Just try your luck. Don't even tell me. Just go to her inbox and write. You know? Trust me, you could be my brother-in-law, bro. Just try your luck, you know? She's still single. I am telling you that from first-hand information. Try your luck. The only thing is that I can't really be your wingman because, but I can give you some tips. Go to her inbox, call her, write her an email. Bro, hey, when you want something, you go for it. Shalakivu, thank you so much. Lake Shalakivu, thank you for $20, actually 20 euros. You guys actually make it easy for us to make this content, travel around the world, produce this content. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. And forget about those people who always want to make it look like it's bad when you support Maro, you know? Yes. Watching from BC, Canada. Thank you so much. British Columbia, I guess. British Columbia, Canada. Mashiano, I see you. Que pasa from Toronto? Hey. I see you're learning some Spanish. Actually, guys, I keep telling you is you should learn at least English and Spanish. Those two languages are very important. Then from there, you can choose. Either you do French and then you do Portuguese. Or you learn English, Spanish, and Swahili if you plan to visit Africa. Because also Swahili is very powerful. Maro, what happened between you and Irene Jeb? Actually, nothing happened. We are very good friends. And the only thing is maybe we don't talk regularly as we used to talk. And also the thing was, you know, Irene has a YouTube channel where she used to do positive reaction. So at some point, her also being my PA, that could or was confusing some people because Irene would say something and maybe somebody may think I told her to say that, which was not the case. She was doing her independent videos. So because of that, she actually asked me to let her be Irene, who is the YouTuber, and not be Irene, the YouTuber and my PA. Yes, and she was my PA when we were doing the party around 2023. You know, time flies. So nothing actually happened, and I still respect her. Even in future, if I have another opportunity, I'll still work with her 100%. She's very straightforward, very honest, no corner, and yeah, nothing happened. I swear before God. And when you hear me saying I swear before God, just know it's true because me, I fear my God. You know. Jojo, thank you for $2. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. More comments coming in. Gertrude, greetings to you, ma'am. Ami, greetings to you. Sorry, somebody says if you are an investor, good time buy asset stocks, e.g. NVA, crypto, Bitcoin, EVA. Okay, thank you. Yes, I think for me, the best investment I would ask anyone to buy is land. Me, I always tell people, if you have some extra money, don't even go and buy these things called, I don't know what. Just go and buy some land somewhere, my friend, and have it written in your name, title deed, you know? You can never go wrong with land. I saw a joke where it was saying that the last time they checked, they were not making more of the land, you know. Yeah, or you can actually buy gold. Buy some gold and take it to your local bank, let them store it for you. Trust me, you can never go wrong with gold, real gold, you know. Go buy a real gold bar like this. Take it to the bank. Tell them, hey, here is my gold. I want you to give me a safe and a key. I put my gold there. Gold. But number one is land. You buy land because maybe one day you'll wake up and find gold in the same land. So, but I understand. Some people believe in crypto and things like that. But me, I believe in land. You buy land. You know, land. Land is number one. You go buy some land somewhere. Even if it's in the bush, put some crazy fence and just leave it there. 20 years down the line, bro, you'll be a millionaire. Trust me. Hey, people, that's coming from Pages with Priska. Hey, people, greetings from here. Hello, Priska, greetings. It's very windy, guys. If you can't hear me, let me know. Actually, even my phone is Topi says crypto number one. It all depends. I'll still buy land. But again, I know maybe you're in Japan or maybe you are in places where land is so expensive you can't buy. So invest. But me, I'll not encourage you to invest in anything rather than land. You buy land. Go somewhere in the forest and buy a huge land. Put some plant some trees or even fruits, you know, and just forget about that land. 20 years down the line, bro, your kids will be celebrating you, saying, Dad or Mom, thank you for this. Another investment is maybe, especially in developed countries. When I say developed, I mean countries like the US, Canada, or maybe Europe. You can do life insurance so that the day you die, this is kind of sad, the day you die, your people can benefit from it. Because as sure as the sun rises, one day we will die. That's the sad part. So at least it's a sure investment, you know. It's a sure investment that for sure one day it will pay off. Well, imagine when you lose your life to earn some cash, maybe for your loved ones. But also that is, land is an asset that is now being digitized. It's called real world assets. Yes. Yeah, you can do that. How is it called? Life insurance. Because one day for sure you'll die. Or even me, one day I will go. For sure. It's a surety, you know. So you know your investment will come back. But you'll not be here to actually enjoy that investment. So that's why me I encourage people to do land. Because with land, building generational wealth with life insurance. Yeah, because for sure, if you pay insurance and you say the day you die your family will benefit, for sure. But the problem with that is some people may want to clear you out of this world so that they can benefit. So you're putting yourself at risk, you know. You're putting yourself at risk. So let me see what this person is saying. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, that's in what city are you, Marwa? I'm in Argentina, Mar del Plata. Yes, Argentina right now. We are in Argentina. Yes. I think maybe you are a new subscriber to my channel, or maybe you've not stayed here. So the best investment is land. It's very windy, guys. Look, maybe we go inside. Let's go inside. Actually, it's about to rain. Oh my God, it's already raining. Oh my God, I can't believe it's just started raining like that. My son is asleep. Let me close Rocio, I'm in the house, so maybe she's in the. All right, guys, we're back here. Let me find a good spot to sit. It's very windy outside. So I think we've agreed that the best investment, let me turn some light on. I'm back, guys. I think we've all agreed that the best investment is land. Just buy land. And remember this, nothing on this planet or nothing on this earth that does not require land. Let's say if you want to build a house, you need land. If you want to keep some animals, you need land. If you want, so just buy some land. Buy some land. Just buy some land. Okay? Yes, buy some land. Just go buy some land somewhere. Hey, Romy. Actually, Roma. Thank you, Roma. Thank you so much for 50 Canadian dollars, Roma. May God bless you so much. I'm giving you a video like that's why you're seeing. Roma, thank you. You've been supporting us so much, Roma. And guys, I really hope that all of you that support us here, even those who that don't donate or super chat us, please remember this year I'm gonna be opening a tour company. Please come. Let's do some tour company in Kenya. Let's go for a safari, and I'll give you a discount. I promise that. I know it's a business, but I have promised that I'll give you a discount as Marwa. You know, probably I can give you a discount on a place to stay. You can pay for. I'll give you a discount. You know, you can pay for a little things here and there, maybe cleaning fee and things like that. But I'll find a discount to give you because you're Team Maro and you guys support me relentlessly. Maro, are you going to build the cabins? Yes, Mashiano. That is the next project we are going to the village to do. I know someone was asking me what was the plans we are going to do. Actually, we have a lot of plans. Rosie, I'm getting light from there. Thank you, ma'am. But the thing is, also this year, you wanted to clean?
Yes, okay, forward.
Yes, Rocio she's here. You can say hello, ma'am.
I said hello today. Hello, guys.
Yeah.
Hello again. Yes. No, wait.
So, as I was telling you guys, is this year we will be opening a tour company, okay? And I really encourage you to come and do those tour, like safaris in Kenya. You go to Masai Mara, especially Masai Mara, that's our main package. We have our Land Cruiser waiting. And also I told you this year also I'll get one car for the family. Those are some of the projects we are working on. But I'm also saying that if you're Team Maro for sure, I will give you a discount. Just be honest. Because some people may say, oh, you want to go to Kenya? There is this YouTuber I know. If you go and say you're Team Maro, he will give you a discount. No, just say I've been Team Maro for the longest. So, yeah, that is one of the biggest things that we plan to do. Yes, we plan to have that tour company running this year. And thank you so much, Pansy Williams. God bless you. And also we want to connect diaspora with Africa. Maybe you've always thought of visiting Africa and you don't know where to start from, you don't know who to trust, you know, I will offer my company to be like your nest, somewhere you can come and feel comfortable like a baby. And also me, I'm telling you, you can see other people prices before you negotiate with us. Go there and see sleeping in a 5-star hotel in Kenya, how much it costs versus sleeping in a regular hotel what does it cost to take a safari, to have a safari for 3 days? You know, Maro, as a foreigner, do you need a visa to Serengeti, Tanzania, on a Kenyan visa? Mashiano, so what you can do, you can get actually an East African visa, okay? But again, those visas of Africa, it's not as difficult as maybe an African moving to Europe or to the US. Those visas, you get them at the entry point. They just stamp your passport and write you there. You pay them like $50 and they say, okay, welcome. We traveled with Rocio using an Argentinian passport. And most of the time it was just a walk in the park. You just show money and they say, okay, yeah, e-visa, okay, at the border, pa, and you get it. So but if you want, you can get an East African visa, which is bigger. You can travel in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, I think also Rwanda, South Sudan, if I'm not wrong. But that one, please confirm. You can also travel in DRC, Congo. Please confirm that. But at least I know Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, you can visit those countries with one single visa. So, yeah. And also, you can visit Serengeti and Masai Mara. For those who don't know those things that I'm talking about, is Serengeti is a national park in Tanzania and Masai Mara is a national park in Kenya. Actually, these national parks is the same thing. They are all together, except that this side is Tanzania and this side is Kenya. But it's the same thing. Actually, even when you're doing tours in Kenya, you reach a point they tell you, do not put your foot on the other side because that is another place called Serengeti. But it's the same thing. It's the same region. You know? Yes. So, as I was saying, that will be one of the biggest things we are doing this year. We're going to be launching our travel company, and we really encourage you guys to come. And peak season starts from June, July, up to around November. And when I say peak season, it means everything is more expensive. Let's say right now is April, okay? For you to rent a tour van, it will cost you like $250 a day, okay? $250 a day. But to 300, around there, to 350, it depends. But when you rent the same during peak season, it could go up to $400, $500 a day. Can you imagine renting a car for $500 a day? So sometimes, that's why I'm telling you that, greetings, Claire, says Baba Maisha, thank you so much. That's what I'm telling you, sometimes it's good when you work with people you know, so that they don't, not really take advantage of you, but they don't give you touristic prices, okay? All right, guys, let me see if there's another question coming in. As also I try to answer. I want to thank you guys for all of you that stood up with us. I've received some support, okay. I've received some support through my PayPal. You know, I asked you last time for support, and some people came to my inbox trying to bully me. I've been replying them and telling them, hey, just stay away, you know. And even others, I'm blocking them, because at this 2025 me, I've said I will not deal with that type of energy. You know, it's time for us to grow. It's time for us to keep growing our channels. It's time for us to keep doing other bigger things, to inspire people, to support others, to help people, and also to help ourselves. It's time for growth. It's not time to fight and do and no, that one we've said no. Let me read something special here coming from yours truly. DKC says, Marwa, buying land is so expensive in the Caribbean versus Africa, but I agree it's best investment. Yeah, actually in Africa, buying land is cheap. I'll tell you that. The only problem is if you are going to buy place with high demand. For example, Zanzibar. Zanzibar now, everybody, people are trying to buy land there, left, right, center. But if you want to buy just land somewhere in a village in Africa, where even it's still developing, trust me, even with $1,000, you can easily find land. $1,000, trust me. And if you have like $20,000, you can get yourself like a whole. But that does not apply in my village anymore, because right now lands in my village are crazily expensive. Crazily expensive. People are talking minimum 10,000 going up to get a piece of land in my village, just because it's now a YouTube village and people are building. You know, houses like Villa Medellin have really skyrocketed the prices, you know. We have Villa Rindima on the other side. So such things. So, and sometimes I keep making a joke that maybe this will be the last generation that can afford land, you know, from just a normal work. But in the future, people will not afford land. You'll be able to maybe, I don't know, just rent. Because, for example, the Caribbean, it could be very expensive because those are islands. And nowadays, you know, also those islands are occupied by foreigners, people from even maybe Americans or people from the UK, serious people with money who want to run away from, not really run away, but they don't deal with the bureaucracy of their countries anymore. They want to find some freedom somewhere in the Caribbean where nobody touches them. They are untouchable because they have some cash, you know? So you find like rich millionaires are leaving countries like America and Canada and the UK to go to Caribbean islands, you know, because they can access the ocean. There is good food there, you know. And apart from that, with the money they have, life there is so cheap. And sometimes also other people are avoiding taxes, you know, because other places there's something like property taxes. In other countries, there's nothing like property taxes. So somebody is saying, why should I be paying $1 million on my $300 million property instead of moving to an island somewhere in the Caribbean where every year that 1 million that I'm giving would be a new property on my name, for my kids, for my, you know. So that's what actually is happening, and that is what is driving the prices of properties around the world to be very expensive. And even in addition to that is now a lot of, I'll say in a good way, and don't find this, a lot of people from poor countries are moving to countries that are perceived to be rich. And that also is bringing a lot of conflict, because the rich people don't like people leaving poor countries, going to their countries. They see them as, where are they coming to our home, you know? And that actually drives racism, that drives a lot of factors, and police brutality, and sometimes homelessness, because you leave your home country, you go to a foreign country, you can't afford rent, you can't afford good food, and you're working every day, depression, and yeah. A smart person is someone, for example, who has learned somewhere in Africa, knowing that the future may be actually in a place like Africa. Africa today has internet. Africa today has good roads. Africa today has access to water. Africa today has access to good health care. If you have money, for example, you can enjoy top of the top, you know, cream de la cream services. Africa has private schools. And also with money in Africa, kinda you can get away with anything. It's not like other countries. So also that is an incentive to people who have money. Somebody says, I just want to go to a place where I feel more freedom to do whatever I want because I have some cash, you know. So if you're smart enough, you should get yourself a piece of land somewhere in Africa. Trust me. And also, these other countries are becoming more expensive every day. Every day they're becoming more expensive. Eating organic food now is something like luxury, you know. The only thing that Africa lacks is visionary leadership. It's not like really like that Masai Uno. The thing is, this is very political now because now you are saying about leadership. The thing is, it is by design. It is by design that Africa should have leaders that can easily sell their people out or sell their things. It's by design so that other countries can prosper out there. I'll give you an example of DRC Congo. You know, Congo supplies coltan in the entire world. Like if today Congo says there is no coltan leaving Congo, the whole world will come to a standstill. If Congo was, for example, the US, it would be so rich because they would have used that resource to actually enrich themselves to build good roads, good schools, hospitals, same as countries like Saudi Arabia, which they have oil and they have used that as to take advantage of their resources to build their country. But you see, in Africa, most of the time, things are done by design. They don't want a leader who can stand strong and say no, because that means some countries out there will not get the resources. So those countries out there will spend billions of dollars in small countries in Africa to have the leader that they want so that they can say, hey, don't talk about this. That is what is going on in Africa. And think something like this. Let's say Marwa today wants to run for presidency, okay? Let's say today Marwa wants to be the next president. So people come to me and say, hey, Marwa, look, we're going to do everything in our power to make you president. But if you become president, A, B, C, D for this, you'll never talk about them. For example, you'll never talk about oil in your country. It's an example. You'll never talk about coltan in your country. Okay? Done deal? I say yes, done deal. So they make me president, but I'm a president that can't do anything. I'm just theirs. That's why you see in places like West Africa, right now, the militaries are taking over because these guys are like, bro, I'll give you an example, and this is like a perfect example. Before the military took over a country called Burkina Faso in West Africa, the French government used to actually mine uranium, okay, from Burkina Faso. And they would pay that government during that time per kilo 8 cents, euros, 80 cents, 0.80 euro, not even one euro, 0.80 cents per kilo of uranium. And the same uranium out there, once they pick it from the ground and they take it out to the market, the same kilo goes for 200 euros. These are not my words. These are my words. These are words that you can find online. They are everywhere. So tell me, 80 cents to 200, like, bro, what's not going on there? So now, with the military now took over the country, and they said, we're going to sell our uranium at 200. In a very short time, that country is producing electric cars. The country is producing its own food. The country is... So that's why I tell you, Africa, what it lacks is not actually leadership, but those leaders, most of the time, they are put there by design. Okay? All right, guys, I think that's more politics I've talked today. Daniel Joseph, is it Ma'am, how do you read this one? Daline. Read for me this one, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Darlene Joseph.
Darlene? That's how you write?
Darlene. Darlene or Darlene?
Darlene Joseph, thank you so much for $20 US. I really appreciate Darlene. Or let me just say D. Joseph. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I think, guys, I've explained a little bit about Africa and the dynamics that goes there. But now, this is the change of Africa. Right now, young people like me can see things, can reason the way I'm speaking here. And a lot of young people have social media. So they go on social media and they see New York, New York, or they see Chicago, or they see, I don't know where, Vietnam, or they see Bangkok, Thailand. Then they see how those people have nice trains, okay? Those people have beautiful cars, they are driving Lamborghinis. Others have, like Dubai. Dubai is one of the countries, actually it's not a country but state. You know, Dubai is a state, it's not a country. The country is UAE. So, for example, when people go to Dubai and they see how it's so well built, and then it has opened its doors to everyone, even those people from Africa that had never traveled, their first place they are going is Dubai, then they go and find like very nice roads, wide roads, tall buildings. They're like, bro. And then even to make the matter worse is Dubai was zero tax. So people wonder, look, this place was a desert. And now it's like this. Everybody wants to go there. What about my country? So young people go back to their home when they are educated. They can see. They don't know that now they know that a road is not just one car going this way and another one coming this way. They know that there's something called a super highway where 12 cars can be at the same time driving in the same road, heading to different directions, and it's like it's la vida buena. So, or buena vida. So now then people get educated from traveling, and now they go back home and they put pressure. Like for example, Kenya, we had a very serious demonstration that a lot of people lost their lives. Young Kenyans went up to the parliament and tried to burn it down because of poor governance. They said, hey, you know what? We are tired, bro. We are tired. Because young people now can compare. Young people can compare from their cell phone, from the luxury of their cell phone, what Dubai looks like and what their home looks like. And even to make the matter worse is in their home they are paying taxes, while Dubai they are not paying taxes. Then you wonder what's not going on. Yeah, so things are changing. Stay strong, my mom win. I love you. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much. I want to give a special thanks to a $4 support, actually 4.99, coming from D Stava. Thank you so much, D. God bless you. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate. And also it's April. Thank you for your support so much. Guys, we'll do another 15 more minutes and that will be the end of our live stream today. I want to encourage you to keep supporting us, guys. Those who want to support me through my legal fees that I asked, you can. Nobody's forcing anyone, and nobody has forced anyone anywhere to do anything. Yes. And those who are coming to my inbox saying some, I call them nonsensical words, things that don't make sense, I will just block them. You know, one of the reasons I feel okay blocking people is at some point I know I had 10 subscribers on this YouTube channel or 10 followers on my Instagram. Then I grew from that 10 to where we are today. So that gives me a lot of confidence that I can always build, you know. And honestly, people who have good intentions will actually support you. They will not come there to bash you and say things that are not okay. Sonia, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Says my prayers continue to be for you and your family. To be for the family. Thank you so much. Thank you. Actually, guys, I need you in your prayers the entire 2025. Yes, because honestly, it's gonna be tough this year. Here in the US, it's the same. Why do we not have high-speed trains? Our infrastructure is deteriorating. Exactly. That is because you guys, for example, are able to compare Japan or China, for example, are able to compare China, the way they have like supersonic speeds of trains, you know? So, because now you can see, a long time ago, you used to hear like there's a country called China and they are so bad there, people are being oppressed. But again, if you look very clearly, you realize maybe you're the one who is being oppressed in your own country than the other side. Because maybe in your own country, if you speak something that they don't like, they shut you down from social media, or they call you names, or they put cases on you. Like in Kenya, sometimes that it's become very hard. Like the last few months, if you said something the government didn't like, they would kidnap you. Like it's been so chaotic there. But thank God things are changing, And also, I feel like maybe in our generation, when we become like leaders one day, we will actually work for the people. We will actually work for our country, you know. Somebody says, thinking of hiking a mountain, Huko. I will reach out, send something for diapers. Congratulations again. Robinson, thank you. Robinson Mtiso. Asante sana, asante sana. Thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you. And also thank you for people who supported me. I'll not mention your names here, but I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you a million times. Thank you a million times. I always missed this episode. Oh, J001. Welcome again. Hello everyone. I forgot my manners. Oh, thank you so much. Robinson, I see you've done your thing. Thank you so much, Robinson. Asante sana, baba. I really appreciate. Hey, Maro, happy to see you. Great idea for letting people know that buying land is the greatest investment. You can never go wrong. And another thing I keep telling you is they are not making more of land in this world. Have that piece of land, let it be written under your name or even in your kid's name. You will never regret. Even if you don't want to do anything with it, you can plant some fruit trees, okay? Like avocado trees. And you'll enjoy. Or you can even plant trees that in the future you can cut them for timber when you are building your own maybe house or these other things left, right, center, they will come and go quick. Land never goes anywhere. It will stay there forever and ever. You can buy a car, yes. Like me, I'm buying cars this year, yes. But it's not the best investment if you ever ask me. Sometimes we get these things for just that feel of, maybe you can reward yourself with a car, but you can't choose a car over land, for example. Thank you so much. Wow. Purple Island Girl, thank you for $50. Says legal experts. Thank you so much. I know what you mean, and I've taken that positively. Purple Island Girl, thank you for supporting me, Purple. I feel like if one day you show up for a safari, I'll take care of everything, especially if you do Masai Mara. I'll just give you my cruise and tell you, just enjoy, Purple. You've supported me until it will be a shame me asking you for anything, Thank you so much. Just know I really appreciate you so much. And everybody who is here also. Thank you so much, everyone. Actually, thank you. Even I'm seeing Roma saying thank you. Thank you so much. So we will do another 10 more minutes, guys. And that will be the end of today's live stream. But generally, let me give you... Land appreciates in value while moving assets depreciates in value 100% every day. Land, the only thing you can do is get the title deed. Even at some point, you don't have to fence it if maybe you've not planted anything. Another thing is you can use that document to do whatever, maybe to invest even more. Even one thing I've learned, the way rich people actually become very rich, is, for example, you buy a huge piece of land, let's say for $10,000. Then you take the document to the bank and tell them my land is worth $100,000. So when you take, and if the bank evaluates and says, okay, they give you $100,000, you go and buy maybe 2 mini villas or condos somewhere, you know. So Maro, in Australia, Sydney, land price are from 500,000 Australian dollars and above. Don't invest in a place like that, okay? Take that money, okay? Go to Thailand, go to Africa, eh? Go buy a ranch, 500,000, go buy a ranch. And you know, sometimes we get really like tricked to believe like maybe countries like Australia or the US or the UK or Europe is where like life is. Like if you're not living in those countries, your life is miserable. It's a big lie. And me, I'll say a big lie because I have traveled the world and I have seen. I've been to over 70 countries. Sometimes, actually, the most rich people are in countries that you never know. Countries like Laos, somewhere in Southeast Asia. You go buy a nice land in a nice, beautiful forest next to a waterfall or next to a river, clean river, or even an ocean. Bro, you'll be the happiest. The only thing you need to do is get your kids' passports from those countries, because with those passports, the world is theirs. They can wake up today and say, I'm going to Canada, and they go. They can wake up today and say, oh, I'm going to Europe, and they go. But I'm telling you, for free, instead of investing $500,000 on a small piece of land somewhere in Sydney, Australia, go buy a ranch, bro, somewhere in Tanzania, and produce avocados and send them back to America, send them back to Australia, and you'll be a billionaire. And when your wife is about to give birth, let her go back to Australia and give birth so that you can have their passports and move back to Tanzania. And that is actually the challenge we are facing, especially as I'll say as Africans, because most of the time we don't see opportunities that are in our own backyard, but we see opportunities outside there, like, oh, if I go to Australia, I'll make it in life. Yes, go there, say in the next 5 years, I will work myself out, save money, and with this money, I go back here and I buy a whole ranch. I plant avocados. Right now, avocados are, we were eating one here. You know how much is an avocado in Argentina, for even in America? One avocado in America, okay, is an organic avocado, okay? Organic, not inorganic. Organic avocado is like $5 to $10 to $12 one. In Africa, $12 is a whole bucket like this. Actually, I was laughing off the other day with my wife, Rocio, because in my own village where I come from, when we were there with my wife, we used to walk in the street and find lots of avocados left. Lots. I think I even filmed a video showing you, like, hey guys, look how many avocados are left here. Like maybe 600 avocados left to rot, okay? And here, that same avocado. So imagine, instead of spending $500,000 in Sydney, Australia, where even if you buy that land, you'll always pay land rates. Even if you build a house in that land, you'll always pay for electricity, and every day the bills are going up. You'll always pay for city tax. Every day things are going up. You'll always pay for water. Every day things are going up. When I say that, it means the water bills every year it keeps growing. So in the end of the day, and that is actually one of the reasons I discourage people from buying apartments. I've never, and sometimes people will say, Mara, maybe you're crazy, your reasoning is not so smart, but hear me out. For example, me, I don't like to buy apartments. Me, I like to buy virgin land. I go and get a land that nobody has invested anything. I am the one who is investing in it for a very simple reason. If you buy an apartment, for example, in a big city, let's say New York, do you know that you are forced, even after paying it off, you've already paid off, okay? Now it's yours. This is my apartment, okay? You will still have to pay money for security, okay? You'll still have to pay money for Wi-Fi. You'll still have to pay for cable TV. You still have to pay for mailbox, mailing and those things. You still have to pay for those things. And then other places, if you want to transfer that property from your name to another person, let's say in Germany, for example, they have to pay property tax. Those people, let's say you are transferring a property from your name to your kid's name. Your kid has to pay tax from what already your parent has already paid and washed and called it his. So even if you are inheriting something from your parent, you still have to pay. But there are countries where you don't have to do that. Why would you hang on those countries? And another thing, also those countries, yes, they have good currency. You can work for 12 hours and get paid I don't know how much money. But remember, the weathers are extreme. Why not take that money, go to a beautiful place, like for example, East Africa, Kenya, go to Indian Ocean runs from north to south, nearly of Kenya, the entire coast up all the way. Go look for your own spot somewhere. Pay them a little more money, yes. And then every day in a holiday, every day you can go for swimming. Here in Argentina where we live, there is an ocean, but we can't swim. Like right now, you can't go. It's so cold. So people just see an ocean like this. In Kenya, where I'm from, you can swim any day. Like the worst day is when it's raining. And the water is still warm. Can you imagine? So that's what I keep telling you. Sometimes it's a lie when people tell you that, oh, if you don't move to maybe the UK or Australia, the good thing about those countries is only one. Most of the time, the law works. Everybody follows the law, number one. Number two is there is a lot of maybe diversity in everything. You can find people who are into tech. You can learn more. That is also another very good thing. The disadvantage with Africa, for example, is the opposite. There's not much diversity. Let's say if you're a white person moving to Africa, you don't see a lot of white people in Africa as much. And maybe there's a lot of jealousy in Africa. Maybe you build a house, people want to bring you down, and they think maybe their misery is because of you becoming rich. So such things are the problems in Africa. And also sometimes in Africa is if you have money, you can have your way. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's the right thing or bad things. Sometimes, I'm not saying always, but it's kind of proven that the more money you have in Africa, the more influence you have to influence whatever you want, whatever decision. So those are the things that maybe in other countries could be happening, but not to an extent that it is happening in Africa. But again, if you look at it generally, there is a lot of opportunity in Africa. Like for example, right now, social media, it's the new thing in Africa. Everybody now knows how to subscribe. 5 years ago, nobody knew about what subscribing in a continent of 1.3 billion people. It's going to 3. It's supposed to be 1.2, but it's going to 3. So you see, there's more opportunities. More opportunities. People are now embracing new technology that in a country like maybe I'll use Australia or the US or maybe Europe, in this case, the continent of Europe, for them is nothing new. Sorry. I don't know what just happened, but I got disconnected. For example, I can ask you a very simple question. How many big YouTubers do you know in America? You know a few, but you can't mention all. The reason being, it's already a saturated market. It's full. But if today I ask you how many big YouTubers do you know in Africa, you're easy actually to explain. You can mention at least top 10 at least. You can say, oh, I know this guy, because that shows you there's still opportunity in Africa more than these foreign countries. And also this is a message to a lot of Africans that are trying to believe that they are in a wrong continent. Me, one thing I can tell you, I'm not discouraging you from leaving Africa, no. I'm telling you, go out there and go see for yourself. Go see how people live, go see everything, go learn. But still, Africa has better opportunities. I swear before God, it will give you a peace of mind. You'll get good food. And every day it's developing. People are building better hospitals, better schools, better villas. You go to places like Cape Town, South Africa, you can't believe it's on another level. Even in Kenya, there are estates that some people can't afford. They're so expensive, so exclusive. So, yeah. All right, guys, please give the video a like. I'm going to say thank you so much. Thank you for all of you guys that showed up today. Please subscribe, guys. Areta B says, happy belated birthday. Areta, happy birthday. Dolphin says, Baba Maisha, watching you from Sydney, Australia. Been watching you since 2018 when you went back to Kenya. Please, no, when you go back to Kenya, please invite a fan here. All right, Dolphin. Thank you so much. Keep this video, and one day you send me and say, I'm this person. So I'll say, okay, Dolphin, bienvenido. You know? Yes. And another thing I'll tell you is, maybe a long time ago, it used to make sense for you to leave Africa, to go to other countries to look for better opportunities. But as we speak right now, those countries, living in those countries is very hectic. It's very expensive. So yes, you could leave Africa. Yes, you can make more money than you think, because for you, sometimes you say, you know, one of the main issues a lot of people have when they are leaving their home, they compare that money they are being told in their home's environment. For example, if somebody tells you, I'm going to be paying you $3,000 a month. So you're in Kenya or you're in Tanzania and saying, $3,000. Oh my God, you know, $3,000 here, I will buy land, I can get a second-hand car, I can do this, I can even start building. But one thing you've forgotten is $3,000 in Australia is nothing. Because rent alone is $1,000. In your home, $1,000 in the village, you can actually buy land. So, yeah, and actually the best way now, this is my last advice and best advice, is how can you make dollars while still in Africa? If you can answer that question, then trust me, you are living the dream life. How can you make dollars or euros or these foreign currencies while living in Africa? You can do trading, you know, Forex. It's a very legit thing, though sometimes people tend to attach it with scams. No, there are other legit Forex traders in this world, okay? You can do things like social media, YouTubing, okay? You can do things like Airbnb, for example. Airbnb, people earn in dollars, okay? You can start an Uber company. You can do real estate. You can be the guy selling houses for people who are in abroad, okay? But one thing I'll promise you is, before you go back to Africa, ensure you have good money to start what you want to start. Let's say you want to start a real estate company. At least have money to build your own house, to prove to people that you can actually do it. Because sometimes, I see Saddam here, sometimes people want to see, and then they believe. Most Africans, we are like that. If you're telling me, oh, this is a good deal, I want to see that you've lived through that good deal that you're selling to me. I agree, Africa has better opportunities, but its majority depends on who you know. We have a lot of graduates who are jobless there. The employment opportunity are scarce. Yes, that is very true. And actually, me and Saddam, we were in the same class in high school. Saddam Omar. Greetings, my brother. So, you see, the thing about that is, this should push us to innovate. It should push us to innovate new ways of making money. Instead of saying, I'm looking for an employment, you start thinking, how can I make my own money without depending on the government or private sector? Maybe you say, which skill do I have that I can offer? For example, you can say, I can be importing second-hand car parts from Dubai, and selling them to the Kenyan market or from China. Like, for example, the sofa sets, these seats we sit here, like things like this. Find a place in China where it's cheap. You can get this for $300. But when it arrives in Kenya, you're selling it for $500 or even $1,000. Like, now that is the new way we should be thinking. Like, okay, fine. I like work. I like everything. But how do I make dollars on my own way? You know? Another problem also that we face, especially Africans when we're young, is sometimes, it's not always, I'm saying sometimes, is lack of the fast money to invest. That's why I keep saying buy land, because let's say if you have land, you know, in Africa there's a way you can actually work out things and you can obtain land. You know, you can even rear some. Look, for example, the guy who sold me the horses. You know, he sold me very expensive. You have to look for something that everybody's not doing, and then you make it your thing, and then poof. Like the guy who sold me horses, he sold me millions of Kenyan shillings. You know? All right, guys, I think I'll end today's live here. I want to say thank you so much for those guys who have been standing with me. And I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much, Purple Island Girl, and everybody who directly supported me here on the super chat. I can't thank you enough. Let me see if I can be able to see. I give you a shout out. Yes, we have D Stav, we have Robinson Mutiso, we have Darling Joseph, we have Roma Wald, we have Jojo. Thank you so much. We have Lake Shala Kivu. It sounds like you're from Malawi, like Kivu. Kivu is in Malawi, or yeah. Thank you so much, Purple Island Girl. Thank you, Janet Harris. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. May all of you be blessed, and may where it came from, may you receive in plenty. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this live stream here. I want to thank all my moderators. Just to mention a few: Aretha, Gertrude, we have Winnie Ball, we have Michael Lane, we have Gertrude, Janet Harris, we have Judy, and more and more and more and more. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. We have Tony. Thank you, all of you guys. I'm going to be ending this live chat very soon. But at the same time, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Yes. Remember, guys, I've asked you to start thinking of doing a safari in Africa. Maybe from that safari, you can learn something, you know? Yes. From that safari, you can learn that maybe how Africa is. You can come to Africa for a safari and you end up buying land, staying, enjoying, you know? You never know. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I'll end this video here by saying, thank you so much. Mom's Girl says, we love you, Mara. Thank you for your support. A lot of you guys have supported me, guys. Guys, check Nairobi Connect. I see he's giving himself a shout out. All right. Thank you so much. Big up everybody, guys. And if you've just started watching this video, please watch it from the start. And I'll see you in the next video, okay? We love you guys. Asante sana. Bye-bye. God bless you.